So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Before I call this meeting to order, I would like to ask everyone present for a moment of silence for Officer Britton. He will have his wake this afternoon at Nogales High School. Public is 6:30 to 8:30, and then his services will be there at the high school tomorrow at 10. So if we can observe a moment of silence, please. Thank you. At this time, I will go ahead and call this meeting to order. And Jeff, would you lead us in the pledge, please? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Jeff. Okay, adoption of the agenda. Madam Manager.
Good morning. There are no changes to the agenda.
Okay, Chair will entertain a motion then to adopt the agenda as posted and delivered and allow Chair to deviate as necessary.
So move.
I will go ahead and second that. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's okay. It's been a long weekend. Agenda is adopted. Under call to the public, for those of you on either Zoom or on the phone, if you would like to make a comment to the board, *9 will indicate that you want to speak. And I see we've got just 3 people on there. Call to the public going once, twice, 3 times. Anyone in the public wishing to address the board? See no one rush up to the podium. We'll move on to current events. Board of Supervisors. Supervisor Maleta.
Good morning, Mr. Chair.
Good morning.
I just have a couple items to report. Number one, and I'd like to send out our deepest condolences to the Bell family. Juby Bell passed away last week. She was an icon in our community. Did some wonderful work at the Nogales Clinic for years, and she will sorely be missed. Our prayers are with her. I also want to congratulate all the graduates, especially my son. Jesus, I think, had his son graduated as well. Congratulations to all transitioners and graduates. And that's all I have, Mr. Chair.
Great. Thank you, Supervisor Maleta. Yeah, I would also like to send out my condolences to Jessica and Danny Bell. Juby was like my big sister. She was also my healthcare provider. She was a wonderful, caring human being who devoted a lot to this community, not just at the school board, where she was a school board member for many years, but also at the clinic, helping many people with their health issues. And I'm just going to miss her tremendously, because she was a person that really cared for us. And my family and I really did love her, because she gave the love back, and she never asked for anything in return. So, God rest her soul, and we'll see when the services are, so we can go and properly give our condolences to the family. So keep them in your thoughts and prayers. I would also like to congratulate all the graduates, transitioners, teachers, and staff who had a part in our students' achievements. I know it was great to see that there were in-person graduation events, which was missed last year because of the pandemic. But to all the students and their families, congratulations. So with that, we'll move on to the manager's report. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning. Thank you, Chairman. On Supervisor Bracker's behalf, he wanted me to remind everyone that this Saturday on June 6th, there's going to be a community cleanup on the east side of Rio Rico. So people are meeting at 8 a.m. at Calabasas Park, and the cleanup's from 8 to 10. Then for my part of the report, I had meetings with SEGO. We all attended virtually the CSA Executive Board meeting over the last 2 weeks. Supervisor Malera and I have continued our biweekly meetings with ADEQ and ADOT regarding the Fisher operation. I have also been meeting with ADEQ regarding a NADBAC project that's coming to Santa Cruz County, as well as grading, an issue with grading, some grading in Tubac. And then finally, we had our study session on the strategic plan over the last 2 weeks.
Great.
So that's all I have to report.
Great. Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Yeah,
can
go
I
ahead.
go back to mine? I had
Please.
one item I failed to report, and Jennifer kind of touched on it. I got a call from Billy Padilla, the general manager for Cal Portland, and he mentioned that the operations in the evening were going to stop as of last Friday. And I believe they've stopped operating at late night hours, so that's great news. That was one of the asks of our residents there, and ADQ's been taking care of the other ask, which is the dust and all the particles in the air. And they are possibly moving out the operation, the asphalt operation, so that was also great news. And that's all I have to report, sir.
Great, thank you. Great. Okay, we'll move on to item E, department reports and activities, finance, cash investment expenditures, and revenue reports. Mauricio, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Supervisor Maleta.
Morning.
Cash and investment report. The general fund has an overall balance of $15,282,947 with an investment amount of $6.7 million. The road fund has an overall balance of $2,323,608 with an investment amount of $815,000. The flood control district has an overall balance of $2,932,108 with an investment amount of $1.8 million. The jail district has an overall balance of $3,368,656 with an investment amount of just a little bit over $1 million. Total for all funds, $42,218,870. Investment amount of $12,275,511. For an estimated end of the month balance of $12,135,881.
Good. Yeah, we're doing good. Hopefully it'll keep up. Thank you, Mauricio. Any questions of Mr. Chavez? If not, this time Chair will entertain a motion to recess and convene into flood control district.
So moved.
I'll second that. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We are now convened into the flood control district. Mr. Hayes, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Malera, you should have a copy of the report there in front of you. I do have a couple of addendums to it this morning. First up on item number 3, we had a meeting with the contractor for FEMA that's reviewing the letter of map revision for the Nogales Wash, and they seem to be favorable to the arguments we were making. And there, yeah, okay. You could have just said speak louder. I could do that too. So they're going to be taking that up to FEMA, and hopefully we'll see what we want with that. Also on the Gorion Court, item number 4, we're waiting to hear back from FEMA. They may or may not have some engineering requirements that will need to be met, but we have to wait for their review, which is about another 90 days to happen on that. And then for item number 6, we ended the month with 244 requests for floodplain status, 21 from the town of Patagonia, and 15 from the city of Nogales.
Great. Any questions of the director's report?
Good news.
If not, item 2, monthly report from the city.
Did not receive a report from the city.
Okay, item 3, monthly report from town of
Did
Patagonia.
not receive a report from the town.
Okay, at this time we'll go to item 4, public comment. Anyone on the phone wishing to comment on the flood control district? Remember, *9. Okay. Seeing none, anyone in the public wishing to make a comment to flood control district? Seeing no one rushing up to the podium, Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn our flood control district and convene regular session.
So moved.
Second, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We are now convened into regular session. Action items: 1, discussion possible action for authorization to fill A, animal shelter attendant position, and B, C, CREO lead success coach position. Those are budgeted items.
Yes, sir.
Chair will entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
I will second that. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Item 2, discussion possible action to approve amendment agreement with Blackstone Security Services, Inc. to allow Superior Court to hire Blackstone employees during the term of agreement of 6 months thereafter for unarmed security services. Chair will entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
Do I hear a second? I'll second that, excuse me. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Item 3, discussion possible action to approve ADHS intergovernmental agreement contract number CTR 05529 with the Arizona Department of Health Services for the Public Health Emergency Preparedness Program from July 1st, 2021 through June 30th, 2026 in the amount of $201,438. Chair will entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
I'll second that. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Item 4, discussion. Possible action to approve the Secure Rules School and Communities Act Award distribution for school year 2021-2022 in the amount of $287,840.82. Chair will entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
Second, discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Item 5, discussion, possible action to approve intergovernmental agreement contract number CTN-TR-21 with Pima County for the Arivaca Road Pavement Preservation Project. Chair will entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
I will second that. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Item 6, discussion, possible action to approve proclamation declaring June 14th, 2021 to be the United States Army 246th birthday. Supervisor Maleta.
Move to approve.
I will second that, and it's fitting that it falls on Flag Day.
Yeah.
So, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. And thank you, Supervisor Maleta, for bringing that to the board.
You're welcome.
Item 7, discussion, possible action to approve bond for duplicate warrant number 2-094260 in the amount of $1,318.67 dated 08/11/2020, payable to Rompac. Everything in order, Madam Clerk? Yes, sir. Chair will entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
I will second that. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Item 8, tax valuation adjustments A and B. Chair will entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
I will second that. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Item 9, approval of minutes of 5/18/2021 and 5/19/2021. Chair will entertain a motion.
To approve.
I will second that. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously and minutes are adopted. Item 10, demand. Supervisor Maleta.
Move to approve demands totaling $2,210,373.71, of which $155,127.51 are from the general fund.
And I'll second that motion. Any discussion, comments? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously, and we can pay our bills. Item H, adjournment.
Move to adjourn.
I will second that. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.